You know, it's absurd the amount of time it takes me to read a book. Alright, so right now I have two books sitting on the counter. I have Robinson Crusoe and Crime and Punishment by Fyodor Dostoevsky. And I really like classics, but it seems like I never am able to sit down and actually read them. I'm it I have this problem where I'll read like a page or two and then I'll fall asleep, and I don't know why I do that. It's just that like I get reading and like I get this like pain in my forehead where like it just starts getting worse and worse, and then next thing you know I can't take it and I just pass out. I don't know if anybody else has this problem, but I do. And then the thing about that stinks though is that it makes it a lot harder when I try to read my textbooks, because when you read like a chapter in a textbook, it's usually like anywhere from 10 to 20 pages long, at least for mine, and all that reading just, ugh, it just hurts sometimes. So it's a lot harder for me to do some of my homework because a lot of it is in textbooks. I am in college, so I'm in my second year, and hopefully, if everything goes according to plan, I'll be graduating in June with my liberal arts degree. And that's a 2-year degree from my community college. And I plan on, excuse me, my allergies are acting up today. I plan on going to, like, get a bachelor's in social work. At least that's the goal. I'd like to become a licensed social worker. Um, the main reason I want to do that is because when I was younger, the people that helped me out the most were the social workers at my school, and that like if I had a problem with anything, if I was like in a fight with another kid, or like if someone was upsetting me, or just stuff that I was dealing with that like was hard to deal with, they were the ones I could go to, and they always helped me a lot. And I feel like if it wasn't for people like that in my life, I wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't have made it as far as I have, at least. And I would like to do that for someone else. Also, like, my personality type is INFJ, and I don't know if anybody knows anything about the Myers-Briggs personality stuff, but like if you type that into Google and you look at like careers, literally like it's always like social careers, like psychologist, social worker, things like that. And that's like honestly like that's one of the things I have a real interest in, is like working with people and behavior and things like that. And I know it's not that I'm going into this blindly. I'm not. I don't see it as oh yeah, this will be fun, because I understand how hard. Maybe I don't understand, but I I accept that it's going to be hard, and I'm gonna have to face that. I'm not saying I'll do perfect, because obviously it has one of the highest turnover rates at any profession. So maybe it'll be too much for me, but hopefully it won't. I'm working on everything I can, at least in myself, to the best possible. I know there's a lot of stigma about like social workers. People say, "Oh yeah, you're just gonna go and take someone's kids away from them. That's absolutely terrible." And while I agree that's horrible, that stuff like that has to happen, I also understand that sometimes that's actually necessary. And I think people get the wrong image of social work, because they think a lot of people think that it's just like go in, take kids, and that's it. Like that's nowhere near what actually happens. Like there's a long process, and they try to work with the family to make sure that the kids have a safe place to live. And yes, unfortunately, sometimes it doesn't go the way that they'd like it to go, but at the end of the day, I think the goal is to look out for the child's well-being, and things have to happen, they have to happen. So, but at the same time, like I haven't gone that far yet, so I don't even know what kind of social work I'm gonna do, or like what it's even gonna be like. Like, yeah, I'm sure there's gonna be some really hard, stressful things to deal with, and I'll probably become attached to a lot of the people, and it's going to be hard to see some of the things that are probably going to happen, but knowing that I'll be able to make a difference in someone's life, like that means more to me than any kind of pain that I might have to go through to reach that goal. But yeah, until that day comes, I'm really just living the uh, working full time, going to college full time lifestyle, and I'll tell you what, it's been a long road, and I can't wait until it's over. I mean, yeah, I'm enjoying the ride. Obviously, all life is one big ride, so you got to enjoy the whole thing. But when this thing's over, I'm gonna be a lot more, hopefully relaxed is the word. It's exhausting, you know. Like you wake up in the morning, you go to work, you then go to school. Then by the time you get home, try to read a book for 30 minutes and then go to bed. Like, yeah, I get my Call of Duty in on the weekends, and I'll try to play as much as I can during the week, but I can't wait till I can get to a state where I can just work, come home, play Call of Duty. And maybe it'll never be that way, but you know, that's the end goal right there, is play Call of Duty as much as possible. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously my career is more important to me, but I love being able to unwind and play some Call of Duties. This gameplay right here is some kill confirmed on Strike Zone. Obviously you figured that out by now. He's named Tar. I decided to go back and play a little bit of Call of Duty Ghosts. I don't know why. I was having a hard time with the my internet today, and Black Ops 3 just was acting weird. I tried to play some Overwatch. I got some really boring Reinhardt gameplay recorded, but I don't think I'm going to upload that. So this is what I came up with. Let's play some Call of Duty Ghosts. And yeah, I hope you guys like it. One thing about this gun was I remember that it was MLG way back when COD Ghost was popular, and I remember, like, because I don't follow the MLG people that much, but I remember when I was following them for a certain amount of time back during the Ghost days, I remember seeing some of the Optic players using the MTAR with the red dot, or was it? I don't think they were using the red dot. They were just using the MTAR, and I was like, oh yeah, that gun looks sweet. They're really good with that. And see, my favorite gun, really, submachine gun wise, is the Bison. But since I've played with the MTAR a little bit more, I've gotten to the point where I really like to use it. I get some nice streaks and stuff with it. I don't have any of those recorded, obviously, since I just got the Elgato. So hopefully I'll get some kill streaks, some good ones recorded, so I can upload those. But I'm not exactly Optic at all. I'm not like any kind of pro player or anything like that. I'm not very good, in case you haven't seen by the games. But in this game, I got some of my buds with me. I got my cousin, Fearless Titan. He's got a YouTube channel if you guys want to check him out. I'll put his link in the description. And then I was also playing with these other, I guess you'd call them randoms. Wait, are they even in this game? Okay, I guess just one of them was there. The other one left like halfway through the game. Was the one guy that said left the party. But that Axe Sniper guy, he was playing with me too, so giving him a shout out. But yeah, guys, so that's it for today. I hope you guys liked the video. Hope it wasn't too depressing or too in-depth, too whatever. So have a good one, you guys. Peace.